Oh, look at them there. Quite glorious. Oh wait, no, that's something else. Glorious. Ah, number 5 and number 9. They do have different numbers. I mean, we figured that out. It's got number 5 on the side of it. Let me guess, 9? Oh, yes, 9. Just did a big burp. Best cut that out. Zeit shrunk. I'll be taking care of the ion. Just as planned. You guys be careful. Same to you, Heretic Hunter. Pardon me. Thousand Hand Guardian. May not be your title anymore, but that doesn't mean you can't live up to it every now and then. Guess so. As you delivered your new title from the legendary Thousand Arms herself, Rufina Argent. It is very fitting, Father Graham. Thanks. Sounds like a long story. Yeah. Hey Lloyd. Going is about to get tough, but hang in there. Crossbell being in the spot, it is. Don't expect any backup coming to help. If I have one word of advice, it's don't forget the bonds you've made. You'll need them. Ba-bam-bam-bam. The bonds I've made? I understand. I'll keep that in mind. She's got very close. May Adios watch over you, Lloyd. Also, please help Ellie as soon as you can. Of course I will. What's going on? I've activated the optical camouflage. Keep in mind the effect itself is not perfect. It also comes with the drawback of reduced top speed. This music's awesome already. What that means is, if we tried to fly into restricted airspace at this speed, the fast ion would catch us in no time. Not a standard chance in a direct confrontation. That's why the 5th Merkabah is playing decoy. In other words, they can create our opening. Show us what the Grail's protectors can do, then. Grail's protectors? Odd way of putting that. But I can see it. Type Beta. Or Beta, depending how you want to say it. Either works. It was a mistake to only build 3. Finale, oh my. The path we chose. We managed to break through, but Crossbell has already been infused with the Septarian from the looks of it. If we're not careful, the ions will come after us again. So there's a limit to how much we can rely on this airship. Correct. Were we to land, the size of the ship would easily be noticed by the network of pleroma grass. Yeah, so getting us on the ground is going to be a hassle. That's why I want to use a convenient little blind spot in the Septime Vein's influence. The water? A blind spot? By nature, the Septime Vein's influence is large enough to cover the land. However, even among the streams of Septime Veins, there are still gaps where they cannot reach. I think I get it. So if we land in that gap, we won't be noticed. More or less. The point we're at now is exactly the kind of spot I've been looking for. There. But it's so close to where some pleroma grass was found. This is the Sandbar and Ursula Road. Same spot that cryptid appear. Yeah, it's like, wouldn't that mean that there is a Septime Vein here? But how did you find it so quickly? Abbas and I already scouted out beforehand, obviously. With a little bit of trickery, we used it to escape Crossbell when things were going bad. So that's where. How thorough of you. Well, this is the only spot like it we've found. In the future, we'll have to find other blind spots where we can land. So, what's the plan? With that barrier around the city, there's no way we can go that way. I know that. Still, I think it would be best to get our feet on the ground now. I want to get a feel for what's happening down there with my own eyes, even if just a little. It's also an opportunity to check the situation at St. Ursula Hospital. Fair enough. And then descend we shall. What troubles you? I know it's a little late to ask. Why are you helping us, Zai? Heard a little about the dragon that appeared during the Leberl incident. Basically, you holy beasts aren't allowed to interfere with the destinies of the Septarians, right? Precisely. That is part of the pact we have made. However, as the Septarian mirage has long since been lost, my duty has already come to an end. With those shackles removed, I am allowed to move more freely. I may lend at least a modicum of help to the children of man. So that's how it is. Is that why you helped us in the Warhound case back then too? You assume correctly. I cannot give you my indefinite support, but I can lend you my aid for the time being. Simply consider this part of my duty as a police dog if it pleases you. Sure. We're glad to have you aboard. That's right. The three of us will have to do for now. When you're ready to disembark, just let Abbas know, and he'll take us down. The Merkabah also has a few facilities down here at your disposal. Let the crew know if you need new equipment, supplies, or want to use the Orbital Factory. Thanks. I'll do that. Wazzy and Zite have joined the party. Cool! Wazzy learned Akashic Arm. Akashic? Yes? Zite has temporarily joined the party. As he does not use Enigma 2, you cannot customize his quartz, though he does have access to high-level arts. Beware that he also does not have an S-craft. Additionally, you'll only be able to control Lloyd while aboard the Merkabah. The other members will be on standby when on the ship. You will, however, still be able to manage all members' equipment in the camp menu, and browse for equipment on their behalf at the shop and factory. Alright then. So let's see about getting you back to what you should be. Chinook Rouge. Okay. Squishy of like, what do we want here? I'm thinking going for those night, whatever they are. Might go for the chitin. Paradigm Claw though. Let's remove all these for now. What do we want to give him? What did he have before? I can't remember. Let's go with Crow. And let's go with let's go with Heaven's Eye. Yeah. And more like speed him up quite a bit would be nice. I'm gonna go sort of like try and get some space and stuff. So that would be good. Okay, what have we got in terms of Shadow Blade? Let's go Confuse. Just like, something more like not 100% on this, but I'm gonna leave it for now. Let's just get him a lovely little bit of an attack there. Ooh, what could we change here? I don't know. But no, we'll leave it for now. There's nothing much else I can really do. Right, let's go have a word with people. Who are you? Nice to meet you. My name is Ventos, and I'm a squire with the church. I work the counter down here. We have plenty of equipment and accessories in stock. Just let me know if you need anything before beginning an operation. You do all of that? It's like the crew must be short-handed. To be fair, we had been out of operations for the longest time until Father Hemisphere suddenly called us back into action. We were only able to assemble the minimum amount of personnel on such short notice. Well, it was a bit of an urgent situation. It's been 2 years since we all worked together. I really miss bossing all of you around. I should get back to work. Working for Wazzy has got to be rough. I think he and the Testaments would have a lot to talk about. Don't forget you can buy plenty of equipment and accessories here. Let me know if you need anything. And yes, Father Hemisphere has always had the crew wrapped around his little finger like this. We owe Abbas for looking after him all the time while they were away. Okay, let's see if there's anything... Ooh. Takes down my agility, which I do not want to do. It's a good thing we found that gap in the Septine Vein's influence on Ursula Byroad before the incident happened. From now on, we'll have to manually detect any others around the state before we can land at new spots. The Merkabah is short-handed as it is, so we're not in an enviable position. That much is clear. What we can do is take this one step at a time. Finding our comrades, getting back here. Nothing was going to be easy, no matter how optimistic our circumstances could have been. You make a good point. And the hard way it is. Far from being in an enviable position, all we can do is take it one step at a time. On a lighter note, make yourself at home and use the onboard facilities as you see fit. We have weapons, armor, and accessories available. Also a factory and a nap room upstairs that you can use. Feel free to check them all out and get to know the crew a little better while you're at it. Alright. Expected something to happen with that, but no. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade some slots here. We can, but I wanted to wait for Tio, and I imagine we're going to get Tio back at some point. So I should wait on things, really. You're the leader of the what's throwing me off is like, where's the room off to the left? You're the leader of the special sports section, is that right? My name's Juno. I'm in charge of the engine room aboard the Knife Merkabah. I can handle synthesizing quartz and tuning your tactical orbits here at our factory. Really? You train squires to do that? I've always been good with my hands, so it happens. I enjoy this kind of work. Now that our Ouroboros has tipped their hand, the church can't overlook their involvement. I hope we can work well together to resolve this, Detective Bannings. Same to you, Juno. Now the Ouroboros has tipped their hand. Yes. Okay. I want to go back, actually. Ugh, feels weird. How fancy these chairs are. Very strange. Ooh. So, we are headed to St. Ursula Hospital. Sight? Do not mind me, I was merely reminiscing. On the topic of the past, we have been allies for many months. However, I believe this will be the first time we have traveled the highway together. I think you're right. Well, there's a first time for everything. We'll be counting on you, Sight. Indeed, I'll be expecting you to demonstrate your leadership as well. Be aware that I cannot use those tactical orbits, I believe is what you call them. However, as a Divine Wolf, I can perform certain skills and even crafts that will prove useful to you, as they have in the past. It'll be up to you to provide leadership, Lloyd. Well, we'll try. Rest in the nap room. Thought maybe we'd see it, but no. What are your orders? Yeah, it's almost time for us to touch down. For that, I wanted to bring up your background. I never would have imagined. So the sake of fooling Archbishop Arelda, he is a detractor of the Growlsritter due to a conflict that happened within the church. Simply put, the thought process was that no one would expect a Dominion to pose as the head of a street gang. And I guess it worked. Come to think of it though, you guys did name your group the Testaments and use phrases like Crusade. Yeah, it was kind of a giveaway. I suppose we did. I thought it would be less conspicuous if we were intentionally a crude imitation. I don't deny its effectiveness. King always was kind of unique and had a strange air about it. Anyway, are we going to land wherever? Yes. The spot we are aiming for has already been pinpointed. Simply give the order. Land the Merkabah. Understood. Confirming landing spot. No, oh. Why would you skip this? Unless it's just similar to another airship where you can just skip the landing. She would be doing it a lot. Like here, there's pleroma grass, so how is this a spot where we can land? It just feels weird. I take it the others will continue monitoring what's happening from above. That's the plan. They're more likely to be discovered if they stay at ground level. Alright. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septim. Oh. Similar to what Sister Marble did. This would be the Graal's thaumaturgy, correct? Earth's amber glow, space's golden glow. By your opposing natures form a sanctuary to protect this chariot from ever watchful eyes. What is this? It's a warp circle that can open a gap in the septim veins' influence. It's also invisible to anyone who hasn't been aboard the Merkabah. Impressive, no? We should be able to use it, as long as we need to. I'm speechless. I guess it's finally dawning on me that you really are one of the church's knights. After working with you for so long, it's strange to see you talk about these things so naturally. I'm still the cool, calm and collected playboy you've always known, Lloyd. But never mind that. What's our next move? Should we try heading to St. Ursula? Yeah, I'd like to confirm the situation there since it's nearby. It also wouldn't hurt to at least scout in the direction of Crossbell City to see what it's like. I'm fine with that as well. However, be aware the cryptids have begun to appear on the highways due to the pleroma grass. It'd be wise to tread carefully. Duly noted. Then let's be off. Ooh. Merkabah, return to the Merkabah by examining warp circles such as this one. Traverse the state, speak to Abbas and select a destination on the map to travel to that warp circle. The number of available warp circles will increase throughout the story. Cool. Again, there's pleroma grass. Doesn't that imply there's a septim vein here? That's what it implies in my head. Still feel like we're going to go down there. Just has that feeling to it. Well, they're avoiding me. Let's try and head towards the city. Let's try and take the bus. Orbital bus service has been stopped. Why? It's this thing. If we can oh god, if we can head to Crossbell City, we can probably see the bubble's edge. Ooh, more monsters appeared. Gotta be careful. I don't want to get into a fight with them. Where's the edge? Is anything gonna happen here though? Oh, there it is. Ooh, interesting. It's so weird to be finally like this close to the bubble. Made it all the way to the barrier covering the city. Sorry, barrier. Seeing it up close like this makes me sick. You can tell it's covering Crossbell City like a dome from the Merkabah. Something can still pass through. Trucks carrying rations, emergency vehicles, and the Defense Force, and the Red Constellation, obviously. Who can pass through is likely decided by the President. Yes, and those without permission will not be able to physically pass through at all. It'd be a waste of time to try and enter the city until the barrier has been dealt with. I know. Keep waiting for me, Kia. I'm coming. Let's try it. Ow! You gotta try, haven't you? Surely that would alert them being like, where is someone trying to get in? I knew we'd end up in one of these fights. Okay, so stun break. I think I wanted to see Razzy's new S-craft, but you know, it wouldn't be wise. Well, his voice echoes, doesn't it? Jeez, all these extra monsters appeared. Okay, so we're heading to St. Ursula. Just trying to think, is there anything else we want to check on the way? And it's like, you know, what we should be checking, like, because obviously, like, we checked the bubble, but if we can get all the way to Crossbell City and we can check the bubble, there's obviously one place else that we should check. I was like, I can't get through. Stargazer's Tower. We should go see what's going on there if we can. Like, it's only down here. There's gotta be something maybe happening down here. Ugh. Look at that. Hey, look there. So, Erebonia are the ones protecting this place. Gun in the armor that's guarding the door is one of the Steel Maiden's subordinates. Never seen archaisms like those before. It should be highly effective at hand-to-hand combat. Society used them during the LeBeurle incident. I believe they're called Vanguard units. Sounds difficult to deal with. I think our best option is to pull back for now. Where's he? When did you become so knowledgeable about the Society's archaisms? Fair question. Guess I am somewhat versed in them. I believe the Church's knights and the Society have confronted one another numerous times in the shadows of history. Know thine enemy. Even between those two it remains true. Thing is, circumstances are always shifting between the Church and Erebonia. It's kinda complicated. Oops, probably said too much. Good thing Abbas isn't here to chew me out. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Don't know how he puts up with you. Anyway, I think our best option is to pull back for now. Indeed. At least we got to see it. It's just that sudden thought of like, wait a minute. We know stuff's happening at the towers and other places, so it's like we may as well check in on that. I'm glad I went there. To see what was happening. Probably expected a bit more in like regards to like something coming off the top. Again, you guys. Yeah, I was expecting something coming off the top. Let's see here. Can't get both. Yeah, it's like something like maybe coming off the top that could show like it's helping the bubble or like something, you know. Like maybe it's helping maintain the barrier. And I'm assuming we're going to be heading there at some point in the future. Like this bit's just crowded with enemies. It's chaos out here on the Ursula Byroad. Chaos, I say. And that fight did not go well for Wazzy. See, now it's sort of like, well, just in case I get in a fight, it's like, you know, just want to make sure I'm okay there. Okay, oh no, I forgot to use down here, that'll be enough for you. There's that case of like, we can see stuff from here. Nothing special. Fair enough. Could have been. Oh, monsters appeared. What do I do here? Yeah, should be good. Just that worrying thing of like, on our own, it's going to be an issue. Without my normal group setup and stuff. Do Magna Blaze. Silverthorn. I'll only be okay with like normal attacks, to be honest. Throwing the occasional stuff to like impede it. Just the only issue is trying to get down there, so I'm okay to actually do stuff. Yeah. So I want to get up and use some like crafts and stuff on it. Maybe I should try pointing it a different way or something. Maybe if I do Raging Spin over here. Worth a try? Well, that's a shame. We'll try it. Nope. I was thinking maybe I could get Seal on it, but no. Probably should have checked the thingy to... The what's it called? What's it called? See, like, it's so far away as a resort, and it's like, I can't do anything. That. Whatever that called. It's like the details. I should have checked that before I did the skill, but... See, like, I try and get near, and I can't. Alright then. I don't feel like I need to put too much effort into it, though. Would've been nice to have the team rush there. Right, let's use Wezzes. Nothing. Ooh. First stop, it's one. Where did that one come from? If cryptids are appearing on the highways, there's no way that buses are running to the city, right? We already checked that. Can't imagine they are. I doubt the Defense Force is having any trouble coming and going as they please. If there's no way in or out of the city, then the citizens' health and morale must be suffering. Yes, that is a natural conclusion. Ursula herself must be looking down at us in grief. Ursula? You mean the same woman from The Saint and the White Wolf? Wait, is the White Wolf from the story Uzite? The story of a young caretaker who was persecuted by a feudal lord, right? She's considered a saint in the church's canon, too. Yes, and in life, she was a compassionate young woman. However, she did not lose her life as the story depicts. She, in fact, escaped death. Cleeta married the knight who protected her, and their descendants still live in these lands. Really? Truth is often stranger than fiction. I'll need to read that at some point. Just so I know what the hell that was about. Ooh. Wow. Is that... Oh, great. The Defense Force unit. They got in the hospital. Their timing couldn't be worse. Can't afford to have the Defense Force spotters out here. It'd be easier to just avoid them. That said, we've no way of knowing the gaps in their patrol routes. I believe Tio is at the hospital. What? Are you certain? Yes, I can faintly pick up her scent. However, I do not believe there are any other SS members here. No, don't tell me Tio was... She couldn't have been hurt and hospitalized, could she? My nose does have its limits. However, I cannot deny that I share your sentiment of concern. What should we do? I may have a little trick up my sleeve. If I pull this one off, we should be able to confront the soldiers without them calling for reinforcements. Really? Oh, you have just the thing to pull one over on them, do you? More or less. What you call, Lloyd? You don't have to ask me. One of our own needs us. We're going. I'm going to pass this opportunity to get Tio back. And let us be off. Sure. Let's get this over with. Alright. Rush in. Oh, maybe heal up a little. Says something like, rush in! No. This is boring. Why do we have to be posted on watch duty to a dull place like this? Stop complaining. Banning as the fugitive from the SSS is still on the lam. What a single detective gonna do if he shows up here? He'll be done for. Besides, if he had any common sense, he'd probably escape the state by now. Still, I heard that he has some kind of crazy monster help him escape. Is it true one of the guys from the 4th Regiment was nearly eaten by it? That has to be something they made up. He just lost his hat. But enough about that. If we're here, we may as well sneak a peek at Ilya. She's still hospitalized, right? Yeah, she should be. Hope she makes a speedy recovery. At least we can agree on that. Lloyd Bannings? Tch, you actually showed up here. And just who do you think you are calling a monster? Give him a break, it's easy mistake to make when you're in that form, right? I'd rather not have to fight you. But if you're going to stand in our way, we will go through you. Impudent little. They're outnumbered, surround and arrest them. Roger. No, that's Lloyd. Go for it. These guys are pathetic. You think you can destroy a divine wolf? We'll be taking your car. Ugh. So strong. I guess it's my turn now. A Graal medal? Join with consciousness's silver glow and give them false memories. Oh. Yeah. What's happening? It is a technique employed by the church that uses the power of suggestion. Even I find it to be rather mysterious. Not long ago, you confirmed that a large cryptid was approaching here. You managed to exterminate it, but after suffering injuries, you decided to return to base. You did not cite Bannings, and there was no sign that he could be coming soon. No sign of Bannings. I'm gonna do the driving. Yeah. Are they safe to drive? How in the... Manipulation to that extent should not be possible through mere suggestion. Might presume this technique relies on the power of your stigma. No keeping secrets from a holy beast, is there? Stigma? Yeah, not something I like to talk about, to be honest. That aside, what I did has its limits. The effect will only last 2, maybe 3 days at most. I also can't rely on this too much. The defense force will be looking for signs of it once they figure it out. Makes sense. I'll keep that in mind. Hey! Tio, you seem to be doing well. There's some much needed good news. Thank goodness, I heard you were in the hospital, so I was worried. You're okay, right? You weren't injured, were you? What is that breastplate made of? What are you doing here? Why didn't they put you in prison? Okay, I can't press it. Oh, Tio. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry you like that. But I'm okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Saito Mwezi helped me return to Crossbell. You can relax now. I'm here. Oh my. It's a shame we have to interrupt them. Cecile and Fran! Ah, the good seeker, not the evil one. I'm so glad you're safe. You have no idea how worried I was, Lloyd. Sorry about that. I know I've caused you all some grief. Anyway, you look great, Fran. Like you're back at 100%. Yep, my injury has finished healing a while ago. But because of everything that's been happening, I haven't been able to go back to work. That explains why you're here. Still, I'm glad you're doing better. By the way, why is Wazzy dressed like that? What is Zeit doing here? It's a bit of a long story. Long or not, they deserve a proper explanation of everything that has happened up till now. Wait. Am I the only one who... Huh? What's the matter? Well, the thing is... Get it now. You've always been able to understand him, so you didn't notice right away, did you? Zeit? Why are you speaking in human tongue? I'm hoping we get to do the rounds here, because I want people's opinions. There's just tea left there. This cannot be happening. I would hardly believe any of it. The evidence weren't all around us. I think this would happen to the Crossbell we call home. Now understand what's happening in our history to lead us to where we are now. In regard to both the crisis we're in, and what's happened to Kia too. Yeah. Right now, there are only two things I want. First is to uncover the truth of all the unanswered questions we still have. Second is to bring everyone back together, and that includes Kia. As if those two things aren't going to be absurdly difficult to pull off. Yes, but would you expect any less from him? Yes, even prison could not change the kind of person Lloyd is. With that said, I completely share Lloyd's sentiments. As a member of the SSS, more importantly, as one of Kia's guardians and her family, I'll be coming with you to fight. Thank you, Tio. I wouldn't have it any other way, and I'll be counting on you. Come to think of it, how did you wind up at St. Ursula of all places, Tio? I was brought here by Arios on Maria Bell's orders, I suspect. They divided the members of the SSS into different locations to monitor us. The most likely explanation is they suspect if we were all imprisoned in the same place, we would retaliate and have an effect on Kia. Well, they're not wrong. In that case, we're going to have to search everywhere to find Ellie and Randy. See? It's explained. It's done. So the possibility that they're currently in Crossbell City, which would make reaching them impossible. Then again, the fact that Tia was here means there's a good chance they're both outside the city. And it's true. If Kia is in the city, it makes sense they'd want to keep you four as far away from her as possible. I have a question. Could I come with all of you? Fran? Where's this coming from, Fran? I know I can't join all of you in the front lines and fight, but I can still be your operator, just like I was before. You said something about using Wazzy's airship to move around, right? So please, I can stay there and help all of you while you're on the ground. Fran. Should be, Lloyd? Well, I admit that Merkabah is short on staff and could use the help. I'll leave the decision in your hands, Lloyd. Let's be clear. Your older sister is still currently with the Defense Force, Fran. Coming with us means fighting against Noelle. Are you really okay with that? Yes I am. You're right. I don't want to have to fight Noe. But even still, I have a duty as a member of the CPD. I can't sit back and watch what's happening to my home. I understand. Alright then, happy to have you aboard, Fran. Thanks for having me, Lloyd. It is good to have you back, Fran. I think Abbas will be the happiest. His workload is about to go down drastically. Sounds like everything is settled then. I guess so. Means it's time for us to head out, Cecile. Yes, I know. Please be careful out there. My place is here, so I know I can't help you all directly right now. Even so, I'll be praying for you while I help everyone at St. Ursula. Thank you. It's more than enough. Thank you for everything, Cecile. You took such good care of me. I owe you so much. Aww. Come now. If you crying like that, you're going to spoil that cute face of yours. Oh, come to think of it, shouldn't you be packing your things if you're leaving with them, Fran? You should prepare a change of clothes at the very least. Oh, you're right. to start packing. Sorry, guys. I'll get it done as quickly as I can, so sit tight. Things on board will be much livelier with her around. Of course, part of the reason I was for it was for the sake of the Merkabah's morale. Oh, one more thing just came to mind. Since you're waiting for her, why not use this as an opportunity to visit Inspector Donovan and Ilya? Wait, what? Do you mean That's right, they've recently both woken up. Sadly, Ilya is still in no condition to walk. Inspector Donovan is doing well, however. Thank goodness they're both doing better. I think it's a great idea, and it will stave off boredom while waiting for Fran, if nothing else. Yeah, let's go see them. I will join you. Me coming along would likely just cause alarm among the patients, so I will wait here for you to finish. Zai temporarily left the party. Tio has joined the party. Right, so let's actually end this part here. Then the next part we'll do a bit of rounds and then see about heading back to the Merkabah, I imagine. So I'll see you then. Ta-da for now.